Re- Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll be sharing a guided experience of contour drawing, and we'll be contour drawing something in our outer space, the space around us, as well as contour drawing, exploring the inner space through awareness of breath. So to begin, you might want to have a sketchbook, some blank paper, and any kind of writing utensil will do. I'll probably use a marker just because it shows up better so I can show you my drawing, but you can use marker, pen, pencil, whatever you have. And then you might want to have some water to drink also, especially if it's a warm day where you are. Mm, Something fun to look at in your space. And you might be surprised that something becomes interesting that maybe wasn't interesting before. So I like to look at plants, so I'm going to try a plant for my contour drawing, my outer space drawing. And contour drawing is a really interesting and fun um, exercise that is done by many art students. Um, and Kimon Nicolaitis wrote a book called The Natural Way to Draw, I believe in the 40s, 1940s, that this book was published. And he was an art teacher that taught his students to sense, imagine they could sense through their own touch the contour of an object as they were looking at it. So a contour drawing is basically drawing the edge of something. Um, and there's many different ways to do it, but if you were drawing me, you would follow the contour of my outline with your eyes, and you would not look at your paper. So you would look at that outline while following it without looking at your paper. And when you come to a place, for example, um, a place here where you could keep going down, or maybe you would see this line. For the purpose of this exercise, just follow your curiosity, and you might end up on a journey through all sorts of um, different pathways. See if you can keep your pencil or pen or marker moving along the paper without stopping. Keep your eyes following the object, and we'll explore. I'll give the timer about 2.5 minutes. So it's just going to be a short exploration. Try not to look at your paper at all. Just focus on the object. And because this will also lead into an exploration of breath, I invite you just to gently have an awareness of your own breath as you do this exercise. So you can start anywhere on the object, find a comfortable place to sit, and whenever you're ready, you can begin. I'll start the timer for 2.5 minutes, and I'm going to try this with you. You can gently bring your drawing to a close and take a moment, look at your drawing that you did. Perhaps look back at the object that you chose. I was gonna draw my plants, but the clouds caught my attention, so I ended up drawing the clouds. This is what a contour drawing looked like. I think these contour drawings are so much fun. It's really interesting. You could date the drawing and perhaps write what you were drawing and the time if you like or not. Um, so I invite you to just kind of notice how that made you feel for a moment, maybe reflect back, just think about however that experience made you feel. And then if you like, you can try, we'll do an experience now of drawing the inner space. And the invitation here is to notice your breath. Just begin there by noticing your breath, that you're breathing in and out. You might notice where you feel your lungs expanding. Maybe your belly expanding like balloon. And with your mind's eye, if you'd like to, just begin by kind of tracing the path of your breath with your awareness, just like you were just tracing the contour of an object. See if you can just trace the path of your breath. You might feel it moving down and then back out. So both the inhale and the exhale. And then if you'd like to, you could take your pen or pencil, change hands. So you're now perhaps working in your non-dominant hand. And if you'd like to, the invitation is to close your eyes if you'd like, or keep them gently open, and allow yourself to continuously draw the contour or the pattern of your breath as you breathe in and out. If you'd like to close your eyes, like I said, feel free to. I'm going to put the timer on for about the same amount of time. So just take your time to follow the contours. Imagine you could both see and touch the path of your breath. And whenever you're ready, you can begin. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. Make sure you're in a comfortable position as you draw. You might feel each breath a little bit differently. Or maybe you feel the consistency of your breath. Allow muscles of your face to gently soften. Noticing 2.5 minutes. So feel free to bring your drawing to a gentle close. Perhaps just notice your own breath. If your eyes were closed, you could gently open them. Just notice your breath. Perhaps any connection to your breath you might feel after doing that exercise of translating your breath into some lines and sense of continuity and contour. This was my drawing of my breath. Yours may look very different or perhaps similar. Um, I think connecting drawing and movement or drawing and our experiences of sensing can be really an interesting and powerful exercise, a way of both calming the mind and body, and also a way of expanding our brain's capabilities of shifting into different states of perceiving, thinking, knowing, and being. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. The inspiration from a lot of this comes from my experiences as a student of movement fundamentals, um, as well as a teacher of both movement fundamentals and um, moving for life. And my experiences of sharing and learning have been inspired by my own teachers, as well as my high school art teacher who first introduced me to contour drawing years ago. And also, there's a great book I've been reading, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. Been reading, rereading parts of this for years, um, by Betty Edwards. She writes a lot about contour drawing and learning how to shift into different states in order to learn to be better at drawing, but also that relates to creativity and artistic confidence. Subtitle of her book. Anyway, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this experience, and I hope you'll come back for more experiences and explorations of creativity, movement, and beyond. Thanks so much. Take care.